Self-love and self-compassion. I feel like we all know that it is so important and so crucial. I feel like we all hear these quotes about how self-love is the best love, and the way you love yourself is how you set a standard of how other people will love you. But I also feel like no one gives you a model or a blueprint of how do you practice self-love and how do you practice self-compassion. Well, my name is Nia Nix. I'm an artist and a social worker, and today I'm going to be talking about different ways that you can practice self-compassion. But first, let me talk to you about my self-compassion journey and how it all started. So in 2019, I became a PhD student. And as you can imagine, there were so many amazing and brilliant people all around me and that were in school with me. And I really felt like I did not measure up to their greatness. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like I wasn't smart enough. I felt like I wasn't beautiful enough. And to make matters worse, I kept breaking out in hives. So I decided to go get help. I decided to go to therapy. And my therapist told me that I struggle with self-compassion, and she referred me to this self-compassion group therapy. And it was in group therapy that I really learned how to practice self-compassion. In therapy, I learned about this amazing thought leader, educator, researcher, and author, Dr. Kristen Neff. She's written and published books on how to practice self-compassion, and she's done so much research in this area. She's an expert on self-compassion. And Dr. Kristen Neff said that self-compassion can be broken down into 3 elements: mindfulness, self-kindness, and common humanity. Mindfulness is about seeing yourself. It's about recognizing yourself and your pain and your suffering. It is about being there for yourself. Mindfulness is not about labeling yourself. It's not about judging yourself. It's about just seeing yourself and seeing your pain and showing up for yourself. Self-kindness is about treating yourself with love, respect, and kindness even on your worst days. Self-kindness is about treating yourself like you would treat your best friend instead of treating yourself like you would treat your worst enemy. It's about being warm and loving to yourself. Self-kindness is about loving yourself and accepting yourself rather than judging yourself and being critical towards yourself for your shortcomings, mistakes, and imperfections. Common humanity is about recognizing that all the things that you struggle with, all your imperfections, all your mistakes, it does not make you a bad person. It just makes you human. Common humanity is about knowing and remembering that to be human is to be imperfect. To be human is to make mistakes. And when you can keep this in mind, you can really have more compassion and love for yourself. You can understand that it's not just you that has flaws and imperfections. It's everyone. We all struggle and we all suffer with our humanity. So now let's talk about what are some self-compassion practices and exercises that you can do. You can practice treating yourself like you would treat your friend, your best friend. I mean, just think about it. When your best friend is struggling, how do you treat them? Are you kind? Are you supportive? Are you loving? I'm sure you are. Well, I'm here to tell you to give yourself that same love that you would give your best friend. Give yourself that same support that you would give to your best friend. So the next time you're struggling with something, please remember to show yourself that same love that you would show your best friend instead of showing yourself hatred, self-judgment, and criticism. Another thing you can do is change your critical self-talk. You know, we all have this inner self-talk, this inner dialogue, and you know we all have this inner critic. It's the part of ourselves that tells us that we're not good enough, that we're not smart enough, that we're not good looking. And we need to change that. We need to change our inner critic. So please practice talking to yourself with more self-love and less self-criticism. Please practice more self-acceptance and less self-judgment. So the next time you're feeling critical of yourself, just give yourself some love and encouragement. You can also practice self-compassion journaling. And research has shown that self-compassion journaling and writing can really help your overall well-being. You can also practice what is called supportive touch. This is like hugging yourself, holding your heart, holding your head, and you can do this as a meditation practice. Whenever I do this, I feel so calm and peaceful. There are so many ways to practice self-compassion and self-love, but these are a few ways you can do it. And I'm going to leave links and resources in the description box below that can help you with self-compassion. I really hope this video helped you, and I'm wishing you the best on your self-compassion journey.